Hey, everybody. It's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And yesterday was a pretty important day with the largest bank in Singapore, DBS, having published their new business coming up, which is a fiat to crypto exchange. I think by mistake. It's going to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash. And it really is interesting that it's also going to offer these security tokens. This is where you can raise private capital through these STOs, and it's going to be available to qualified investors. They can tap into that as well as the digital asset custody. So I still have the cached website up in my tab. I didn't close it down from yesterday. So now you see it and now you don't. It was taken offline, including that cached version you just saw. You'll now get a 404 error message. So I think if you are interested in looking around at the website, you can still do it if you use the link provided on the Block Online Media article that was written by Yogita Khatri. You can use that link, go to the waybackmachine.com and have a look around. The media coverage has been nothing less than spectacular. The temporary unveiling has no doubt many banks sitting up and paying attention. They're paying attention, I think, as strongly as they did when the Facebook Libra project was announced. This is one of those inflection points that will surely go down in history, as will the PayPal announcement. So many of you who have been in this space for years, you knew this time was coming, but doesn't it all seem quite surreal now? A spokesperson from DBS today said in a communique to Decrypt that DBS plans for a digital exchange are still work in process. I think they want to say are still in a work of progress. Oh well. And have not received regulatory approvals. Until such time as approvals are in place, no further announcements will be made. Okay, let's move on to JP Morgan, because they announced that they are live with their token, and this is a token that is to make the global payments a little easier starting this week. It's focusing on their wholesale payments business between firms that are partnered with JP Morgan. And it'll also be used with some bond transactions. It's built on a private version of Ethereum called Quorum, which they recently sold to Consensus in August. This is an interbank network, all right? That means it's a walled garden, and it's branded now as Liink with a double I, Liink. I don't really need to say much more, but I think it's worth listening to the link that @Status provided today, where Brad Garlinghouse addressed this when it was first announced they were going to do it. And boy, he's fired up. This is just 1 minute long, and I think this really speaks for itself.
So I got asked this last week. I was speaking at a Morgan Stanley conference, and somebody asked me, there was this headline, set of headlines about, about the JPM coin. And this guy was from Morgan Stanley who was interviewing me. I said, so is Morgan Stanley going to use the JPM coin? And he's like, probably not. And so, well, is Citi going to use the JPM coin? Is B of A going to use the JPM coin? Is PNC? And the answer is no. And so does that mean we're all going to have these different coins? And does that mean like we're back to where we are, where there's lack of interoperability? So like, I don't get it. One more quick thing on JPM coin. So let's think about this. The JPM coin, they announced for institutional customers, if you give them $1 as deposits, they'll give you a JPM coin that you then can move within the JPM ledger. Wait a minute, just use the $1.
Right.
Well, I really don't understand. Like, if you're just moving it within the JPM ledger, and it has to be dollar to dollar, a one-to-one backing, it honestly doesn't actually, I don't understand what problem that solves.
Yeah, I think Mr. Garlinghouse was feeling a little fired up. Well, with all this development and this complete new side of their crypto-friendly world, they have now created a new business unit, and they call it Onyx. This business unit has 100 staffers right now, and according to the company, they are going to explore new ways to utilize blockchain and these assets. It's going to be led by Umar Farouk, and they are going to also explore new payment rails for central banks, possibly, and also they're just looking for new use cases. I will say whoever designed their website is awesome because I love their site. All right, getting down to the real news for this particular video. The Q2 fiscal year 2021. By the way, Japan's fiscal years end March 31st. So you should never get confused over that, although it confuses everybody all the time. So this is Q2 of fiscal year 2021, which will end in March. And they released today on the heels of this announcement that Ripple, the company, will invest in MoneyTap. MoneyTap is the mobile app built by SBI Ripple Asia that runs on Ripple. And this app is all about promoting innovation. It's a next generation platform for payments. It's going to use the crypto asset. And as this release cites, it's going to target Japan, South Korea, and some Southeast Asian regions. And you can see here that with this investment by Ripple, MoneyTap will further deepen its cooperation with Ripple and will have new functions such as small amount collection services, corporate payment functions, regional currency pay, overseas remittance services, inbound and outbound payment services, and supply chain finance function. So it is going to provide them a way to accelerate the development of new services and aiming to improve customer satisfaction by improving convenience. The English version of this 158-page presentation will be uploaded shortly, I'm sure. It usually follows 24 to 48 hours after the Japanese slides are uploaded. So I think it's going to be very, very soon. This is a little hard to find on their website, so I'm going to include the link, and it will be here along with, you can see the last one uploaded was July 30th, 2020. And very often too, there will be a audio streaming to go with that, and the audio streaming is also translated very often in English too. So that'll be coming. But until that happens, let's take a look at three slides that I want to highlight. Actually, this deserves a whole in-depth video on its own, which I'm going to do, but I got home late today and I haven't had time to really go through all the slides, but I want to go through a few of them that are really, really important. This is slide 108, and the investment from Ripple, like that other announcement said, it's going to accelerate the new development related to international remittances. And the investments that they have received come from, you can see here, 38 entities. And the reason why I don't say companies or all banks is because it's a mix. I think it's 33 banks and then some other companies. Now, the very, very interesting part is right here. This is Sonohoka Itisha. What that means is there's one other company. Hoka is like another outside in addition. So it's a mystery company. This has been a mystery before, and it's still a mystery. I don't know who this is. I just don't know. So in addition to the banks, there's also going to be an SBI FinTech incubation and that is about this section right here. Then it talks about 5 companies connecting to the API, and it will be easily done. And then let's take a look at this other slide here. This is slide, what is it, 109. And as of April, I'm reading this, the red portion is always the part that Mr. Kitao wants to emphasize. As of April, there are 3 banks connected, with dozens of banks gradually connecting. And then this is the third slide I want to look at. This is very interesting. They're promoting XRP. We used crypto asset and blockchain, which is highly transparent, inexpensive, and fast. And introducing this solution, it's progressing to financial institutions in each country with the hope that it will not be subject to excessive legal regulations, as the core technology plays an active role in a next generation financial infrastructure. This is the part I see, this red part right here. This is really what I want to focus on. I can't wait to hear the audio that goes with this, because it says we also used past tense mochi ita. We used Ango Shisan. Ango Shisan is crypto asset. That's the official government word used for cryptocurrency. They don't use the word currency or virtual currency or crypto. It's regulated here. You have to, this is the official government word, Ango Shisan. So we have also mo. This mo here is also. This is mochi iru, to use, to employ, it's a verb that means to utilize, basically. And ita is the past tense, positive, 100%, without a doubt. This is a verb in the past tense. Okay, mochi ita. So we have also used the crypto asset and blockchain. This is very interesting. So yeah, I think that when you see this Ango Shisanya blockchain mo mochi ita, it's telling me that it's not like going to happen in the future. It's not like it's something that we hope to do. It's not something that is in the plan. It's something that has been done. They have utilized it. So I just can't wait for the audio to go with this so I can really understand. And also that goes on to say that the introduction of international remittance solutions right down here is progressing, and it uses the word financial institutions by each country. So I don't know, that's probably like Vietnam, because I know Vietnam is live with RippleNet. Maybe another country like Cambodia, I'm going to guess. And yeah, I think those 2 countries for sure are countries that SBI is doing sales into, as well as South Korea. Okay, now we're jumping to the fluff, everyone. Don't worry, I'm going to do a little bit more on that presentation. It's late. It's like midnight here. And yeah, as always, I'm always doing the video before I eat. So I need to get something to eat. I'll get a good night's sleep, and I'll probably hit the entire presentation because there's a lot of slides to look at. Not all are going to be relevant, but I want to take a look at them all, and then I'll do another video. So anyway, I want to tell you about this as far as the fluff. This is interesting. There's a junior high school right outside of Tokyo in Chiba. Kashiwa, I think, is where it is. I have a friend who lives in Kashiwa. Yeah, I just remembered that. Yeah. So they are using Minecraft to build cultural historic sites in Japan to teach kids about the history. How about that? You can develop these collaborative learning tools according to the school. They say it's a good alternative to the students who can't go on those trips right now because they've been put on hold. So these virtual worlds that they can get into are a way to provide a window into history. And I guess it's extremely popular. I think every school should adopt this. Makes a lot of sense to me. And then we have a brand new ozeki. Well, we have a Sumo coming up, new tournament on the 8th of November. And I think this is going to be an interesting tournament because there is a new ozeki. This is the second highest rank to the grand champion, and this is Shudai. And Shudai is here accepting his promotion. And it's a very, very happy time for these wrestlers when they get promoted to this rank. I mean, it's not really. I mean, of course, it's possible to make it to the grand champion, but I think making it to ozeki is equal to if you are a baseball player and you make it to the World Series and you hit a grand slam. That's the equivalent to making the ozeki rank. And I don't know, this guy here, look at the way they are holding him up. And I think the front middle man is getting the majority of the weight, if not all the weight. And today, the Bonzouke came out, which is the official handwritten calligraphy for the entire ranking of sumo wrestlers. And there are hundreds in the ranking, and he's pointing to his kanji, his name, right here. This is a classic pose that everybody who gets promoted to a big rank does for the media. So he's pointing out his new rank, and pretty exciting. He's 28, I think. So he's not young, but he's not old. Yeah, but this I think he's going to make this next tournament very, very exciting. And if you're interested in following sumo, you know, my channel was originally a sumo channel. I don't know if you know that. I was not able to do as well in terms of subscribers as Chris Sumo has done. There are a few really good channels, but if you want to watch one who is uploading on a regular basis, I mean, look at this. There's 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. He uploads a lot, and he is very knowledgeable, and I enjoy watching his channel. And so if you are interested in sumo at all, this is a really good channel to follow. All right, everybody. Yes, do take care, and sayonara for now. Bye-bye.